Good afternoon, Sauradip again. Sauradip is there. Now, last day we are actually discussed about what is organization, organizing, okay, and what are the definition of organizing I discussed. And organizing, you know, the second process, second function of management. After planning, you have to do organizing the things. So plans put into action. It's called organizing. Last I discussed about what is organizing and what are the definitions of organizing. Today we will discuss the process or steps of organizing. Now first step is organizing is identification and division of work. Identification, this is organizing, chapter name is organizing. Identification and division of work. This is the first point. Now what the point says, the function of organizing starts with identification of work to be done, to achieve the goals, of this particular organization. Particular business unit. Okay. Now, what organizing do? First, after planning, we just plan that I have taken example yesterday that if there is any fest in your school, then there is a food stall, there are joy rides, there is some cultural program. So these are the planning, and where the food stall will be there, where the culture program will be happen, okay, how you invite the people, who will be your chief guest. These are the planning in your mind. That put it into action is called organizing. So in that organizing, the first process is identification and division of work. So first thing you have to do, the identify the work you have to do. Okay. Now there is a food stall, so you have to identify which type of food stall you would like to make. So all food stall you cannot the pizza food stall. Okay. So there is different type of food stall will be there. That should first you identify. So the function of organizing start with identification of work. First you should identify what work you have to do and to achieve the goal of this particular business unit. So there is some achieve you have to do, that is in business. Suppose this year, that is 2019, previous year there was a sale is 10 crore. Now in 2020 you set an objective that you achieve the sales turnover, that is 20 crore. Okay. So from 10 crore to 20 crore you have to achieve. So for that you have to do some work, organizing the thing, how you do. This is the identification that you have to do. You have to increase your sales to 20 crore, and for that you have to identify that 20 crore will be sale will be increased, will need, and for that what should you do? That should be your identification. And group the things, similar works. Okay, group similar works in one place. So there is, suppose there is a food stall. I have taken an example of fest of in your school. So there is a food stall. So who will do the, or who is actually manage this food stall? Who will actually go there and offer some food vendor. Okay, this is the identification of work. And group the work in one similar place so that there is no overlapping and every person should the same work. This should not be happen. Different persons should work different skill and they have possessed different things, different knowledge. So whose knowledge is better for food sector, they should do the food. Who are very much interested in cultural things, so they should be engaged in cultural. So this is the grouping. Okay, division of work. In field principle, you have already learned. You just what is division of work. So work should be divided. One man cannot do the all work. Okay, so this is a division of work. So suppose in bank, going bank. So in bank, the total work is divided in different people to do the different work to different people according to their capability and knowledge. Okay, somebody is working in cash teller section, somebody working updating the passbook, somebody is passing the checks. So these are the grouping. This is the division of work. Okay. So first you should identify the things what you should do according to your plans to achieve the goal, and then you should divide the work in different groups who are capable and knowledge of that things, different things. Okay. So this is the first point. Now second point is, in this process of organization, the second step, you should know about departmentalization. Second point is departmentalization. So in departmentalization, these steps, now write these steps group together, these steps group together and relates similar job under one department. This process is known as departmentalization. Okay. This process is known as departmentalization. So what actually they say in case of department, after you are identifying and grouping the works in different groups, now your next process, the next step will be departmentalization. Now in departmentalization, they say these steps to group together and relate similar job under one department. So in case of business, so there is different things you should to do. Suppose there is a production department. So production department, they are who are actually the producing the goods. The worker actually involved in production, and there are some packaging also, and you have to purchase the raw material. This is also related to production. Okay, so all these things all these functions you should come under one group. So this is a similar work, production. There is marketing. In case of marketing, they are involved in sales. So there will be sales executive, and they should visit to the customer, and this type of sales promotion, say advertising, these are the similar work, and that should come under one group. This is called sales or marketing. So there is different in function. According to function, a business can, according to function, production department, production department, there will be finance department, who have knowledge and capability and experience in finance, okay, finance and accounts. These people should get together and they should work under finance department. And this finance person do not work in production department. So if this happen, if production department people do the finance things and finance people doing production things, there would be haphazardly the actual work will not do, you can do very effectively, and their productivity will not increase. So you cannot achieve whatever goal, that is increase of your sales, will not be happen. So each and every, according to function, the production department, who is actually very capable of production related thing, who have knowledge of production, they should comes under production department. Who has knowledge and capability of finance related thing, they should comes under finance department. Then there will be marketing department also. There will be marketing department, who actually deals with your promotion of goods, sales of goods, your advertisement related matter. So all are things, these people are very much capable of marketing. Okay, they should come under this marketing department. So you can, similar type of similar job, according to function, you should come, different group you should meet, and according to that the department should be made. So according to function, there is production department, finance department, marketing department is there. So according to product, there may be some department. Okay, suppose you can take the example of Samsung. Samsung makes TV, means television, Samsung makes mobile, Samsung makes fridge. So each and every product, they can different department they can change. Television, this is one type of department. All the television related thing, job comes under this television department. There is mobile of Samsung. So this can be, you can relate with all the mobile related products and manufacturing, selling, it comes under mobile department. Now you can say fridge. In fridge, you can say this is the another department they are make. So similar work should comes together, and you have to make a different department, so that this department is specialized of these things, and then if you are specialized on their things, then you can effectively do the things, and your product actually leads to increase your productivity, but you achieve the goals of your increase of sales. Okay. So according to function you see, according to product you see. Now according to territory, you can also divide according to territory. Now you know that railways department, in railways department they work in whole India, and in southern part there is a southern railways. In southern part there is southern railways. In eastern part there is a eastern railways. So they actually make different department for different location. Location wise they actually divide the similar work. In southern railways they actually looks after the southern part of the India. So in eastern railway, all the eastern part of the India, they looks after the matter, and department is made, that is eastern railway. In central part of India, this is central railway. That's why they can similar work or similar job they can define in different department, that is southern railway, eastern railway, central railway. So main motive is organizing is, so you should whatever job, first to identify and grouping the things. After that, you have to do the similar jobs comes together in one department, so that they can be specialized on that and your productivity should increase. Okay. So after departmentalization, the next step is in this process. The next step is assignment of duties. Assignment of duties. Now, what is assignment of duties? After grouping various activities, after grouping various activities, after grouping various activities into different departments, it is necessary to allocate work in different employees. So, assignment after doing department, after all the jobs or activities of the business comes under a similar group. According to function, you can do the production department, all the works will be done in this production department. And then next will be there is a financial department, all the account or finance related work will be done under this finance department. There is a marketing department, and under marketing department all the sales related and promotion related things will be happen. So after that you should assign the duties. After grouping so there will be the manager. Suppose there is a production manager. What is the production manager job? After assignment of duties means you should assign the duties. What are the duties they have to perform? You have to say clearly. Okay. So in production division there would be the production manager, and under his subordinate there are supervisor who actually looks after all the works done under production department, and the supervisor is accountable to the production manager, and production manager is accountable to the management. Okay. So and that is the assignment of duty. And what are the duties they do, what are the duties worker do should be clearly said by the supervisor. Okay. And what are the duties of supervisor clearly said by the production manager to him, and they look after the matter actually what the duty given to them it actually happen or not. Otherwise he fails to production, and if production will not happen, productivity will not be increased, and ultimately the sale will be stopped. So first you look after the production. Then in finance department also there will be a finance manager who actually looks after all the matter, taxes and accounts related matter in finance department. Okay. And who actually do the taxation work, who will actually do the accounting work, who actually do the costing work will be comes under finance department. And this all the worker should clearly say this work will be you have to do for that. Okay. And they should be accountable to the finance manager. So this is called, so that there is not overlapping, there is no wastage of time, because there is no burden for one person. Okay. If one person doing the production, finance and marketing things, it will be not actually, the productivity will not be increased, because everybody has some special knowledge and education, and that things they will be specialized. So according to their knowledge, you have to assign the duties to them, okay, of different department. You just first accumulate or similar jobs should be comes under one department, and that department then actually assign the duties. Thus, who have the production department, who have the knowledge of production, who actually run the machineries, they should be comes under production department. In the finance department, you should assign the duties those people who are actually knowledge, who has actually experience, who has the skill of finance and accounting related things. In the marketing department also, you should do the assign the person or employee who are actually specialized in marketing or sales related matter. So this is actually called assignment of duties. Now comes the last point of this process. This is establishing reporting relationship. Establishing reporting relationship. Number 4. Establishing reporting relationship. Now in this step, they are saying after assignment of duties, the next step is to clearly define the authority and responsibility associate with each job. Where two or more person work together, where two or more person work together for a common goal. Suppose common goal is increase the sales turnover. So common goal, it become necessary to define the relationship between them in clear terms. There is need to create superior subordinate relationship. So after assignment of duties, the next step is to clearly define the authority and responsibility associated with each job. Okay. Now after assignment of duties, you have to clear that what duties should be performed by which man. So there is a 5 there is a in sales team, there is a there is a one sales manager, and under that the subordinate there is a 5 person. So with 5 person, whatever their duties should be clearly assigned, so that their authority, whatever their responsibility would be clearly known by them, and for whom they report, actually, that is the authority, who is the authority to take report, they should note clearly. In that point, they are actually they say establishing reporting relationship. So there would be a superior and subordinate relationship will be there, and there is no ambiguity or confusion about the work done by the worker. If you clearly define which work will be done by the which person, okay, then there will be no ambiguity, there will be no dispute. And if they know that whom they report actually, whom they actually accountable, then it is very clear to him, and that person only they can communicate with that person. So there is no misleading things will be happen, and that will actually increase the productivity of the business. Okay. So that is the fourth step I have discussed today, and next class I will discuss about what are the importance of organizing. So thank you for today.